Picture this. It's January 2023. The Golden Globe ceremony as the award for Best Original Song is announced. A Telugu song called
Natu Natu. This is the first nomination and first win for this writing team.
Natu Natu wins, beating Taylor Swift and Rihanna. A few weeks later, on March 12, 2023, the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood erupts as
RRR.
Natu Natu becomes the
first Indian film to win in this category.
Composer M.M. Kiravani.
overwhelmed with emotion and sings,
There was only one wish on my mind. So was Rajamouli's and my family's. RRR has to win, pride of every Indian.
But here is where the story gets interesting. The man behind this film, S.S. Rajamouli, grew up in a 2-room apartment in Madras with 13 family members. When his family lost all their wealth, his father worked as a ghostwriter to make ends meet. His first film as an assistant director was complete disaster. Yet today, James Cameron, the director of Avatar and Titanic, tells him, if you ever want to make a movie in Hollywood, let's talk. How did a boy from a struggling family in Karnataka became a filmmaker who put Indian cinema on global pedestal? This is the story of S.S. Rajamouli, the man who created Baahubali and Repalle, the visionary who changed the Indian cinema game forever. October 10th, 1973, Amareshwara Camp, Raichur district, Karnataka. A boy named Koduri Srisela Sri Rajamouli was born into a Telugu family. His father V. Vijayendra Prasad and mother Rajanandini were simple people with big dreams. Rajamouli's parental grandfather owned 360 acres of land. They were wealthy landlords, but by the time young Rajamouli was 10, the family lost most of their wealth. Here is where the story gets interesting. Rajamouli's father and uncle were passionate about filmmaking. They made a decision that would change everything. They sold most of their remaining assets and moved to Madras to pursue their dreams of making films. They started many films that went unfinished. They faced massive financial losses. To survive, Vijayendra Prasad and his brother worked as ghostwriters, writing stories for other filmmakers without any credit, just to put food on the table. 13 members of Rajamouli's extended family started living in a 2-room apartment in Madras. Imagine that, 2 rooms, 13 people, shattered dreams and uncertain future.
80sలో అందరూ మెడ్రాస్లో ఉండేవాళ్ళం అండి. ఒక రెండు గదులలో 14 మంది 15 మంది అందరం ఉండేవాళ్ళం. సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్కమ్ ఏంటంటే మా పెద్దనాన్నగారు మా నాన్నగారు వెళ్ళి మా ఉమ్మడి కుటుంబానికి అందరికీ సరిపడగా వెళ్ళి కథలు రాసి రావాలండి. సో అప్పుడు ఇంకా గోస్ట్ రైటర్స్గానే ఉండేవారు.
But there was something special about young Rajamouli. He wasn't ambitious in the traditional sense. His father later recalled that for a long time they didn't know what interested him. When Rajamouli was 7 years old, 2 things happened that would shape his destiny. First, his grandmother introduced him to epic stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata. These weren't just stories to him, they were windows to worlds of larger than life. Second, his father introduced him to Amar Chitrakatha comics, Indian comics featuring stories about historical figures, regional leaders and folk tales. Rajamouli devoured these comics. He was fascinated by the forts, the battles, the kings, but he didn't just read those stories. He would recreate them in his mind and retell them to his friends his own way. His mother encouraged him to read comics and storybooks. She never pressured him about academics. she sensed something, that her son had a gift for storytelling. The family remembered making jokes about their tough situation, but they were never sad. They maintained hope even when they have nothing. Rajamouli's entry into filmmaking wasn't glamorous. He started by learning from a film editor, Kotagiri Venkateshwar Rao, for 6 months. Later, he admitted he joined films to escape his father's constant reminders to do something with his life. He worked as an assistant director, helping his father for 6 years. But he was frustrated. When other directors made his father's stories, they didn't match Rajamouli's vision. He felt the emotions weren't captured correctly. Then came 1996. His father directed a film called Ardhangi. Rajamouli was an associate director on that film. The film failed badly. This failure devastated young Rajamouli, but it taught him something crucial. Perfection matters. Every single frame matters. Every emotion must connect with the audience. That failure became his fuel. Rajamouli's mentor, K. Raghavendra Rao, gave him his first break as a director in Telugu television with a serial called Shanti Nivasam. Here is where his work ethic became legendary. While working as a Raghavendra Rao's assistant, 2 of his senior colleagues used to receive more attention than him. How did Rajamouli respond? He worked harder. He put in such incredible hours, showed such dedication that K. Raghavendra Rao gave him a nickname, Working Devil. But another nickname would stuck even more, Jakanna. Known for his dedication to perfection, actor Rajiv Kanakala gave him this name. In 2001, Rajamouli made his feature film debut with Student Number 1 under the supervision of his mentor K. Raghavendra Rao. The film was success, and then something remarkable happened. Rajamouli never stopped winning. Film after film, Simhadri, Sai, Chhatrapati, Vikramarkudu, Yamadonga, every single one was a box office success. He was building a unique style, big scale action movies driven by hardcore emotion. In 2009, Rajamouli directed Magadhira, a fantasy action film about motorcycle stuntman who remembers his past life as a warrior. Made with a budget of 40 crores, it was ambitious. The film featured epic scale action, fantasy elements and groundbreaking visual effects. It won the National Award for Special Effects. It became the highest grossing Telugu film of all time. In 2012, Rajamouli did something no one expected. He made Eega, a romantic fantasy film where the hero is reborn as a fly to avenge his death. Think about that pitch. Let me make a movie where the protagonist is housefly. Most of the producers will laugh you out of the room. But Rajamouli track record spoke for itself. Eega was made, but it became the highest grossing Telugu film of all time. It won 2 national awards, Best Feature Film in Telugu and Best Special Effects. The film was screened at global film festivals across the world. International critics were stunned by the technical brilliance and emotional depth. Rajamouli had proved something crucial. With the right emotion and technology, you could make audience care about anything, even a fly. This success gave Rajamouli the confidence for what would come next, the most ambitious project in Indian cinema history.
most successful Indian film of all time. Baahubali 2 is a fantasy epic on a massive scale and is breaking box office records not only in India but around the world.
The Indian film industry flexing its muscles and saying, look at what we can do, on a fraction of the budget of a Fast and Furious or a Guardians of the Galaxy.
The story of Baahubali took nearly a decade to come together. Rajamouli's father narrated characters over the years. Shivagami, Kattappa, Balladeva. 5 years before the production itself, when Rajamouli decided to do a film with Prabhas, Rajamouli asked to his father, "Why don't we bring all these characters together?" And things started falling into place. Production began on July 6, 2013. The numbers were unprecedented. Budget 250 crores. India's most expensive film, 15,000 storyboard sketches, over 300 plus shooting days, 600 plus VFX artists, over 18 facilities in the world. 90% of the film had visual enhancements. They built the massive Mahishmati Kingdom sets at Ramoji Film City. The famous statue lifting scene required 7 industrial cranes. When Kattappa prepared to kill Baahubali, the entire crew cried while shooting. And finally, July 10th, 2015, Baahubali The Beginning got released. And it was a massive hit. Kattappa ने बाहुबली को क्यों मारा? This was the fever all around the India.
Yeah, because I told him to do so.
Then 2 years later, April 28, 2017, Baahubali 2, the conclusion got released. It became the highest grossing Indian film of all time, and it won Saturn Film Award for Best International Film. Rajamouli pioneered the pan-Indian film movement, providing that language is no barrier when storytelling is universal. And finally, everyone knew why Kattappa killed Baahubali, and the answer was worth the wait. After 12 successful films, Rajamouli never had been afraid, except when making Triple R. The film brought together 2 massive stars, Junior NTR and Ram Charan. Rajamouli called it working with 2 tigers. The story was inspired by a what-if question. 2 real-life Indian revolutionaries, Alluri Sitarama Raju and Komuram Bhim. They were born at the same time, left their homes at the same time, and there was a period of 2 to 3 years where we don't know anything about what if they met, what if they become friends, and what if the sequences of Triple R actually happened. Triple R became the most expensive Indian film ever made. The animal at the palace sequence was one of the most difficult things Rajamouli ever filmed. The Natu Natu dance sequence took months of planning. The Natu Natu dance was designed as a fight scene that could be celebrated. When the behind the scenes documentary released, every Hollywood filmmaker was shocked by the technical complexity. Triple R got released and crossed 1,200 crores worldwide. American audience discovered it and went crazy. Triple R became a cultural sensation beyond India. January 2023, Natu Natu won the Golden Globe for the Best Original Song. First Asian song ever beating Taylor Swift and Rihanna. March 12, 2023, Natu Natu won the Oscars for Best Original Song, first from an Indian production. At the Critics' Choice Awards, James Cameron, the director of Avatar and Titanic, approached Rajamouli, praised the film metaphors and storytelling, and said, "Today at 51, Rajamouli stands at the peak of global cinema. 12 feature films, every single one was a box office success, 4,000 crores collective gross, Padma Shri in 2016, now he's making Varanasi featuring superstar Mahesh Babu." Knowing Rajamouli, this will break new grounds. From two-room apartment to global cinema, from Amar Chitra Kathas to larger-than-life movies, Rajamouli changed the way we tell stories and make movies. That was the journey of SS Rajamouli. If you love this documentary, make sure you subscribe to the channel because there are more coming out from the next week. This is Raju Repalle signing off. Bye-bye.